We'll call the Cheyenne County Board of Commissioner meeting in order. We'll start with the flag salute.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Wait till I hand these down, I'll put them face down. Go on there.
Okay, you know I'm gonna screw it up, right?
I just know that at 9 o'clock we have to do the budget. Yeah. My eyes get tired after a little bit. We did finally get the app and the time clock all back up
Good.
and running. So hopefully, Sheriff's Department will not have as many messages and they will use their apps. I'm hoping. That was Wednesday late afternoon, I think Wednesday, yeah. So that's good.
Yeah, it is. kinda interesting where he's got a lot of overtime. It's not even close to some of these people as far as what he spent out on condos on that better, so.
Well, yeah, I'm sure. So, when he gets in, he's gonna talk about a pickup. Ask how much he's already put into it,
Okay.
if you feel that it's opportune to ask that. And you may say, but I doubt it. Because what Kelly showed me yesterday was, he's already put almost $5,000 worth of parts into it.
Oh my gosh. I backed my boat into the lake and now it won't even shift half the
Oh,
time.
she gave me the bumper bill.
Mhm.
It's not-
You said 5,000?
In case we get. Maybe I should do 855. Do you want to do Randy? Try to get him in now so we can.
Yeah, if he wants to, I guess.
I have to reissue an AT&T check. It
Oh, okay.
got lost since May. So
I usually wait till the end of the sign, so I don't know if I just signed it.
it's okay. This one's not part of the official AP, so it's just a reissue, so.
Yeah.
I may get 2 trips.
Can you see the ones you already looked at?
Will you make a note of how many weeks, whatever she says? Will you make a note of that, what she's needing to send out? The game ended up being postponed at 9:30 till today. They were all the way home. Just turn around and go back. I said, well, we could have just picked you up. We're going to Joaquin tonight. It just poured in haze for like 3 straight hours. I said, we need that here.
I know.
of this?
Now that you know it's there.
Yeah.
Can you see it?
Mm-hmm.
I think so. I don't have, well, we don't have any minutes or anything.
Right, we're just gonna approve the warrants.
Yeah. I guess I didn't really, don't remember if we had any business. I'd have to go pull my minutes. Don't think so, but do you want me to go look at them real quick?
Probably be a good idea. If we do, we can discuss it before.
Can I see that text again?
Yep. My little airplane gets annual next week, so I can start flying it.
What did you buy?
Little 150, back in April. Been waiting for it to get an annual and, kind of one of those deals. So. Just got it to build hours. So when I do go high performance, it's not such a hit on the insurance. So.
I assume Dawn will give an update on her thing.
Mhm.
Mike. I didn't even put in there the prohibition.
Do you remember how many stages we've got in that imaging of the register of deeds office?
This is the final.
That is the final one?
Mhm. Well, I think it's in
3
there.
stages?
Yes. And, it did end up going over a little bit, but she took it out of her budget, if you see there.
Yeah, I saw a check for like
Yeah, that's the final stage, she said.
300 and some done, probably had to come out of the budget.
Yeah, it went over just a little bit, she said. I don't see anything, you can look over those if you want. Just to refresh your memory.
Well, it was pretty close to budget then.
Yeah.
I think it was like $300.
Yeah. Yeah, they were here last week. It might have been the week before, I don't remember, but it was here just the last couple weeks.
Did we get a grant for some of that?
Yeah, the big majority of it's through ARPA, if you remember it right.
That's just kind of an overview.
You should start with that one instead of the other.
Saw on the news today that they're campaigning about that ARPA money.
Oh,
The presidents are, how much money was spent. It was kind of wasted money. There was a lot of
Wasted
millions of
money.
dollars, millions,
Yeah.
maybe even billions, I don't know.
well, yeah.
I know what Cheyenne County got, it was amazing.
Right.
Holy foley.
Not hard to spend though, is
That's
it?
when I messaged you about.
Yeah.
Well, boy, you wanted to spend it on the right
Like
stuff.
which ones have labor
But I mean, the
cards. Those are just
price
parts.
of everything.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I don't know. I don't know how that was, but I think they used some of that ARPA money to buy our sheriff down there, one of those speed signs. And it's like, why in the world do we need something like that?
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Is that for the bridge project?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, the off 20, off number, system number 12 project.
That's kind of what I thought, I just wanted to
Yeah.
check.
I think we have to pay it and then don't we, are we getting something back for that? I don't-
We should, I think.
Yeah.
But wait, it's one of those deals you have to have done before you get it back.
Yeah.
So we made the trust fund payment.
Yeah, it is,
That's good. You guys okay with minutes and warrants?
well, those are, I don't know if you can.
No,
approve
I'm not
the-
minutes, the warrants,
I
sorry.
just printed those so you'd have a refresher of what the last meeting was.
So we're not approving these.
No.
Well,
sorry.
not unless I
Yeah,
guess you
yeah.
want to.
You want to make a motion to approve the
Warrants.
warrants?
Second.
It's been moved and seconded to approve the warrants as stated. All in favor signify by saying aye. Aye, all opposed? Okay. Randy, do you want to present now?
Don't matter, whatever.
Well,
I'll say we have time if you wanna,
You're more than
if you
welcome.
wanna get it and get out of here, or what.
appreciate you coming over.
Well, I had a little, I intended to do this earlier. Medical issue, the first of the month, so anyhow, it kind of took me 3 weeks to kind of get back into the saddle here, so.
I'm glad you're okay.
It quite honestly surprises me. I mean, I split the roofing and the gutters and downspouts and fascia because the last time we did this, we only did the roofing portion. I think you guys decided that the gutters and downspouts weren't,
I think
weren't
Eddie
bad.
was, yeah, thinking they weren't bad at the time.
of course,
And they're bad now.
well, to be honest with you, no. I mean, I've seen a lot worse that got left, I'll just put it that way.
Okay.
Now, I don't know, has K-CAN already paid the entire amount to the county?
They have given us an estimate of what they're gonna cover, correct, Sharissa? That's what, that's how I read it.
Well, I have
Sorry,
the
we're
estimate.
gonna have to-
Yeah, I'm gonna-
Yeah, I think,
But I didn't know if they had paid the county
I
any
can find
money.
out if Dawn has it or not, I don't know. I'd
I'm
have to
not
find
sure.
out.
Yeah. So,
I'll have to take the check with
I mean, it didn't get replaced last time, and it's on this adjustment again, with there's no notation that it was paid or not paid, I don't know. But, so that, and I have no clue who Stansfield Roofing is, but, if they're low, it doesn't matter. But, the thing of it is you got to have a performance bond in order to, anything over 30, well, most of these people can't even come close to,
Having a bond.
I mean, they can get a bond, but it costs them $159,000 to get the bond. Well, that's no good, but my bond cost is included in
the estimate.
in these estimates.
Okay.
So, the shingles, Tamco quit making Heritage in the color that we have that are on, and that's a pretty neutral color that you have out there. I mean, but now they make it in what they call this Titan, and it's a heavier shingle, so maybe you get by with maybe more hail. I can't remember what your deductible is on this, but if you approve us to do the work, our intention is to start around the 12th of September.
Okay.
Material's been just a little tough to get. So, I mean, I had to speak for 2 semi-loads of this stuff 60 days ago, just so I know, and we carry inventory anyhow, but it takes 2 semi-loads of shingles to make this project happen, so.
Okay.
I know you can't answer this question, but if we were paid by the insurance company to put on the new downspouts and gutters, and we don't do it, we come back next time, that we have a hailstorm, we have to replace everything.
Right.
We're not gonna get paid again.
Well,
Right.
And I don't, I mean, we'll have the money, I guess.
yes, but essentially, Roger, since it's a replacement cost policy, let's say that stuff goes crazy again, and now instead of $6 a foot or $7, it's 10.
Right.
Okay, so they would pay the difference between what they paid before,
Oh, they would,
yes, and what it costs today.
as long as they don't spend the money.
I don't know,
Yes,
but was that for 20? That
yes,
wasn't 20.
so that's,
I don't know, dude. You guys wouldn't know, but you think Eddie is the one that wants that replaced, or?
I do. I think I remember him saying we didn't need to last time, and then
But he thinks we need to this time.
I'm not sure, but he's coming in later. We can ask him. So,
Okay.
It just seems to me it doesn't make sense to replace something that don't need replaced.
Well, yes, I mean, and of course, those guys, the way they operate is if the roof's bad, then everything else is probably bad too. Let's just blow through it and
Do it all at
and
one
go.
time.
So, and I,
We run into a problem this last time. The insurance company thought they paid to have the roof replaced
Yeah, they had,
earlier, and they say we didn't replace it.
I think you got called in on that, didn't you?
yeah, they said we didn't do part of the
Yeah,
the new building out there, and it's like, well, we changed the color of that building to match what the rest of it was, so show me where the color's different.
He has the.
Now, we didn't do, and I've got that, but they only paid like half of the apartment buildings.
okay.
And so this time it's the north slope. I think the last time they paid the south slopes. But I honestly don't know, so.
Eddie would know, I mean. and-
Yeah, I mean, I can't remember on the time before in
Right.
2021 is when we did it the last time.
Yeah. Okay. So you've got these shingles in stock then, probably, and you're, where,
They're sitting in Wichita.
Okay.
Yeah, just waiting for me to say okey dokey,
okay,
ship them.
that's good.
Then I talked to him yesterday and they'd get them to us. Next week, so.
Okay.
And I know there's no extra layer of shingles up there because we did it the last 3 times. And I don't anticipate any deck repairs. I mean, everything's pretty straightforward on that, so.
Okay.
And have I missed something?
I don't think you did. Do you want to stick around or you want to get going?
That doesn't matter to me.
That's up to you. I've got your number to call you if I have questions, so, or if we do.
I don't know how our deal compares with your other.
We don't have it that I know of.
Yeah, we
Oh,
don't.
I
you-
don't know if
you don't
he
have
had
it.
it. I don't know.
We have another bid?
Yeah, the Stanfield Roofing, they're, I think, out of El Dorado or they're down from by Wichita. I can go get his card.
Okay.
So I would, of course, every time there's a friggin' hailstorm and these people come in from out of town, every storm, there's been somebody that winds up filing bankruptcy
Oh, yeah.
and material doesn't get paid and homeowners wind up getting a lien thrown against from the supplier. I mean, and that's the reason why the county gets a bond, is
Yeah.
because then you can go back against that bond and recover that
Insurance,
money.
for sure.
Yeah. So, and as many times as it's happened, people just continue to hire those people. And, we're 30 miles down the road here, so.
Okay. Sounds good. Do you have any questions?
If you have any questions,
I'll call.
call me.
Okay.
All right, thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks for coming over, Randy.
You bet. My pleasure. It's always good to see you guys. I keep thinking I might see some new faces on here, but you guys are just gluttons for punishment, aren't you?
Yeah.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks.
I don't know if he's here. I can go see.
Okay.
I'm afraid he may. Longer.
Usually takes like 20 minutes.
Brian might be here shortly, because I know he was gonna try to come early and work
Okay.
him in if
Yeah,
he
she's
shows
here.
up, but, oh, it's Elmer. It's just Elmer.
Budget here. Hello, Elmer.
Good morning.
Elmer?
Do you want me to take Steve and see anything?
I can go down and
Okay,
see.
thanks, sorry.
No, you're good.
You got a-
Cool this morning.
Yeah, you got a garden this year?
I'm sorry?
You have a garden this year?
Yeah, well, I tried to. Got grasshoppers and
Yeah.
so I let my weeds grow to hope the grasshopper eats some weeds while they were eating all my stuff to get a
I
addition to their diet.
I finally got everything up. But I had to use 7. I had to use 7 every other day.
And the grasshoppers, yeah.
Oh.
I haven't used anything, I'm so reluctant to use it. Our world is so toxic. I don't know how
I
many
know.
thousand chemicals we got here, it's into the tens of thousands, I think.
Yep.
And it's a tough decision.
He's on the phone. I can see if Dawn wants to come in real quick. I don't think you're able to take
Oh, you're gonna.
Yes, at 9 o'clock.
Budget's coming.
9 o'clock.
The article I got, the paper I got from the clerk, I guess, or somebody said they were 8:30 this morning, they're gonna talk about the budget.
No, it's at 9.
Did get lots of cucumbers, though, I don't know, they get away from me, and
Mm-hmm.
and Peggy Slips got, I don't know, several hundred pounds of them to feed to her chickens.
Mm-hmm.
And Sharon Olson got a bunch to feed to her horses. I guess horses and chickens love the cucumbers. We should eat them. Anything I can read, cucumbers are really nutritious and healthy,
Yeah.
but I like them better pickles than I do
Yeah.
raw cucumbers.
I've got a whole bunch
You
coming
you
on.
won't see me picking up a cucumber, eating them like a candy bar.
Dawn's finishing with the customer. She'll be right in.
Okay.
At some point, though, I think I would like to call the executive session just to
No, I'm
update you
going,
guys.
that's,
But
yeah,
whenever.
yeah.
Okay, that's
Because
fine.
I've got
fine.
Leslie told me something.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, see here it says budget 9 o'clock.
Yeah, we're just running ahead. We don't have any like old business or anything. Dawn's gonna be in here in just a minute, so we can't have it till 9 o'clock.
You will have it earlier than 9 or?
No, it has to be at 9
We
o'clock.
can't have it till 9. Okay, I'll go do something else.
Okay, yep, 9
I'll come
o'clock.
back then.
That works.
The thing I got said 8:30, as I remember, I had some kind of a document that said 8:30, so anyway, I'll come back.
Okay, that's fine.
Thank you.
Yep.
Thanks, Elmer.
Look at the nose.
I'm gonna have so many cucumbers here real quick. Hi, Don.
Hello. Oh, goodness gracious. It's been a Friday already.
Keep telling me.
A 3-day weekend on the horizon. That's
I know.
Yeah. Okay, I have a few things. So on that AT&T thing that I talked about last time, I did schedule the site visit. Matt Wilson was here, went through with the technician. They found where they needed to replace things and what they needed to upgrade. And they are going to just remove and replace, so there's no holes, no
good.
anything. So I went ahead and signed the form once we had confirmation that there wasn't gonna be anything. And so they haven't actually done the upgrade yet. They were just doing the pre-site visit, so, but that's where we're at on that. Hopefully within the next, I should hear something about the actual physical upgrade. And then, okay. It's that time of year for tax statements, so I got a quote again from Comtech, which is who I went with last year to mail out the statements. They did our R&Rs last year and this year with Scott. So they had a basic template because whoever gets an R&R gets a tax statement. So they worked up a quote for me. It's like $800 less than it was last year. The cost per statement went down from 64 cents to 56 cents. So she said they contracted with a different printer that is cheaper, so, and that was what the cost savings was for. So they did, because they switched printers though, they are requiring prepayment. So if we end up going with this, I'll have to submit this to Shrissa and we'll have to pay it
And
next.
how much is it total?
It's 5,000, on here.
Okay.
So last year's quote was 5,400, and it actually turned out to be 5,800.
Okay.
This year's is 5,000, so I'm assuming it, I mean, they were a little high, but
And that's in your budget, of course.
yes, I had planned for it. And CIC, I was at symposium last week or the week before, in Mulvane with CIC, and it's where they do their enhancements, and you can ask for enhancements and stuff like that. And a bunch of the treasurers asked for them to program email capability, so we can email statements out, because the Kansas statute changed to where we don't have to mail a copy, we can do an electronic delivery. However, CIC doesn't allow that option in a mass production. But we got it passed, and they are going to program so that we can input people's email addresses and do a checkbox if they want to receive their tax statement electronically. So when I create the tax file, it'll just create like the 5,000 that want the paper statement and then a 3,000 that want the email, so it'll cut down drastically on our mailing.
That would be good.
I doubt it'll happen this tax year, because CIC is not that quick. But it did get approved, it is in their budget, they will make it happen. So I'm hoping for that next tax year. So this will go down considerably next year.
Not quite half, but quite a.
Yeah, I have a ton of people that want their tax statements emailed, so this next, now that I know that this is gonna go into effect, I'm gonna start talking to taxpayers and getting emails and getting that set up so that when it finally does go into effect, I bet it'll probably cut it in half. At least a third, but I bet it'll be closer. So that was one of my big pushes for, not one of the big pushes, but one of the big things that was for me to change from CIC to a different company, because the other companies already had that implemented. So we could have utilized that this tax season. But I am happy that CIC at least recognized that they needed to do it, and they have committed to doing it.
Good.
So if you're okay with that, I need a signature on that so that I can submit it to AP to get that paid.
Probably need a motion.
Yeah, a motion, and but yes, it is in my budget, and
Okay, and that's Comtech?
yes.
Okay.
I move that we pay Comtech an estimated total cost of $5,076.38.
No, second that.
It's been moved and seconded to pay Comtech $5,076.38 for billing. All in favor, signify by saying aye. Aye. All opposed? Okay,
Yeah, I had Brett's signature last time, so I figured, yep,
just out there. Okay.
yep, for accepted.
You got his signature and stamp, do you?
Well, it's pretty,
I can give you amount. I mean, I know I can get it later, but
I was gonna say, I'll just make a copy of that. And then just a few housekeeping issues. The website for the treasurer's page is a little funky. Who do I contact about getting that changed, upgraded?
Would be Matt.
Scott does the website.
Well, it needs to be like there's this section and this section, and like, it needs to be reconfigured, not just a typo.
Okay.
And there's been some things that have, some rules that have changed that need to be updated as well, so I didn't know. I know Matt Grogan originally did the website for
He
us.
just does, it's the page or the design.
Right, so I didn't know what to do about that.
We're
I'll
gonna have
get
to.
with you. Oh, we'll figure
Okay.
something out.
Okay, fantastic.
Thank
And then so when the previous treasurer was here, She handled the equipment reserve spreadsheet as well as doing the end of the year transfers and the audit transfers. And then when things started to not go just right over there, Scott had taken those on. And it was a heated argument between the previous treasurer and Scott. Scott ended up with them, but I would like to transition them back to my office. Now that I've gotten the office situated and everything, I would like to take those roles on again because most department heads come to me for the equipment reserve balance that they have. And last year, the audit transfers didn't get done until December, even though we got the audit back, I think it was September timeframe, October maybe. So I couldn't close the fiscal year, and it really backed me up because I was waiting for Scott to get those done, and with the time frame and with tax statements and everything, it's difficult for both of our offices to where I would like to take on those two roles again. I was hoping Scott would be here today so we could all kind of discuss it, but I just wanted, I'll talk to Scott about it, but that's,
Okay.
I would just,
So you're asking for more work.
yes,
That's a good deal.
yes, yeah, because it just,
But the department heads do go to her
Right.
in general for
And I-
funding, for balances and that kind of stuff, so
Yeah.
It makes sense.
it's okay with me.
yeah, and I know with the transition of next year in January and new people coming on and everything, I think it would be good for this to be, it's a good transition time, and it would be a good time for this to transition back to the treasurer's office.
I
So,
don't have a problem with it, do you?
I don't, what
Okay,
do you
well-
think, Charissa? Is that a good deal for
I
you?
think it's fine. I mean, she has things set up that she updates monthly or quarterly, however she has it, and that's just one more tab she
Yeah.
can add on
Yeah.
and
It won't-
keep it up to date, and it needs to
it
be
won't
kept
add
up to
much,
date.
yeah, it won't add much to my workload for me to take these on. And it would actually save me time with the transfers, the audit
Right.
transfers, and the end of the year transfers, getting the books closed and getting things balanced and,
Well, and she could probably even set it up where she could share it, so if somebody did come to me
right,
or our office, we could
Right.
look at it.
yeah.
Cause with
So,
our SharePoint and stuff, we
Yeah.
can do
I
that,
guess
so.
I have no problem. It's kind of between the treasurer and clerk's office.
well, it was kind of a bitter thing when it happened, when the transition happened before, but it needed to happen before, and I think right now is a great time for it to transition back. So I just wanted to let you guys aware that I will talk to Scott since he's not here today to discuss it, so, okay.
Fine. You don't need a motion for that, do you?
No, I just was giving you guys a heads up in case you
Okay.
hear something. Okay, and then the website, I'll get with Trissa about, okay. That's all I had.
See, we can,
I don't understand why I didn't. Right now, you're collecting 24 taxes.
Not yet.
I'm collecting 23 taxes. I'm just getting ready to do the delinquent finalization
So December the 24th,
for December 20th of '24. We start collecting